Mabuhay! So namangha tayo sa talents ng SB19 in their performances tsaka music videos. And gusto natin sila mas makilala. So this time, manunod tayo ng docu-series made by Casual Chuck as suggested by our dearest subscribers. Ayan, salamat. Later sa end ng video, mag-feature din tayo ng top comment and top subscriber. So stay tuned. And nasa description below kung paano maging top subscriber. Ayan. So panoorin natin ang SB19 story episode 1 sound break.
Do you remember this song?
Hindi ko pa sila kilala nun eh. Cute! Oh!
It all started with this man, Jong
Song-han.
When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans definitely thought that Song-han's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too. But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called Show BT Entertainment. Yep, I'm talking about Tatang Robin. Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers. A group of young people that will be part of the package of their service as an event. They went to multiple events together, including the fan meeting event of the K-pop group called Off-Road.
Hindi ko rin naabutan or nabalitaan.
After numerous events, Tatang Robin saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers. So he decided to launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training.
Dance moves.
Out of the 30 trainees, only few have made it.
Gibo ni Josh. John Paulo
Nase. He always wanted to be a performer. As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP. As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family. He was the first one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability, a badass rapper, and was often dubbed as a genius, but he consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He debuted with the name Sejun, but later changed his name to Pablo.
Sejun.
Now that the methodical leader was chosen, they needed more members. Tatang Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone who can dance. And this next guy is exactly that, and even more.
And so, nakaka-excite makita ko paano tawag dito, paano nag-start mabuo yung pieces ng grupo nila. So nag-start dun kay Sejun ayan, as leader, songwriter, tsaka syempre yung other skills niya. So yun, so maganda rin malaman to para mas ma-appreciate natin sa mga next na papanorin natin kung paano na sila nag-grow, tsaka ano nang performances yung kaya nila ngayon. Stelvester pala siya.
Stelvester Ahero. He was only 16 when he started competing as a dancer while studying. He was a born winner despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world. He did a great job channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it by winning multiple K-pop dance cover competitions with his group Saeyeon. He is also a hard worker. He was teaching dance to kids while competing. There was a
Beanie?
point when he worked too hard that it threatened his life due to poor health. He is a very
Oh.
skilled choreographer. In fact, he's the main culprit behind most of SB19's snappy and amazingly synchronized dance routines.
Nice.
But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent.
Hey,
He
hey.
easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just
Grabe.
out of this world.
Satisfying.
He debuted as Stell, the main vocalist, the lead dancer, and choreographer of the group.
Choreographer. Impressive. Kaya Josh
Josh
Colin.
Colin Santos became homeless at the age of 16 and it was his decision.
Oh,
He's had the worst childhood among the other members. From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny.
grabe.
At an early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. He experienced getting evicted from apartments to
Whoa.
smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt. They had no
Whoa.
permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough
Palaban.
of this, so he took mad
Oh,
beatings
sabi
Stell
si
and
Stell.
Seo. They became co-members and went on to win
Seo.
numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia. They even
Galing.
met BTS during one of their winning
Oh.
runs in Korea.
Wow.
Anyway, Josh was saved by Stell after trying so
Worlds
hard to
colliding.
save himself. And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead
Hey.
rapper and dancer of the group.
So, ayun na, nakakatuwa din. Malaman yung backgrounds nila, mas appreciate natin yung mga pinagdaanan nila before. And it shows us kung gaano nila ka-deserve. Kung ano man yung na-enjoy nila, tinatamasan nila ngayon. So, hirap nun yung mga experiences na nakwento kay Josh. I'm sure may hard experiences din si Pablo and Stel. Baka sa ibang episodes natin malaman. Pero, kudos. Ayan, tuloy natin.
Justin DeJoss didn't have to audition.
Pogi.
Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a trainee
Easy.
to improve his singing and dancing skills. He was one of the late joiners, and when he did, he immediately saw a familiar face
I'm a
in
new
Josh.
trainee. Oh?
You look familiar.
Apparently, the two had a stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group
Oh.
called Zero to Hero.
Hey, welcome to my world. Let's do this.
Mga totoy pa sila. Ang dami palang parang K-pop or pop dance crews galing sa Philippines. Hindi ko napalitaan before. So, ayun. Parang meron din tayo nalalaman na piece of history aside sa getting to know more of SB19. Saan kaya yan? Yukito.
So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned
With the
to be a
hair.
part of the televised Pinoy boy band
Oh.
superstar show, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions.
Your
Perhaps it
loss.
was fate. He didn't have great singing skills at the time. It was only when he became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which earned him a
Nice.
skill in filmmaking. He then got selected
Ah.
to debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist, and the creative director of the group.
Creative director. So, may background din. Related din pala sa niya, course niya. So, ano nga ba yung sabihin ko? Nakalimutan ko. Tuloy natin. Baka maalala ko later.
He was the would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop music video, What, and more.
What?
But that's a story for another video. At this point, Show BT seemed to have completed the group. 4 members in a P-pop group.
Wala pa
A nice
si-
even number. 2 rappers and 2 vocalists.
Si...
They were perfectly balanced, but they felt like something was missing. Perhaps someone was missing.
See?
Someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted that he could stand out in the presence of the already talented group of young artists. This venture that Tatang
See?
Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions.
Oh!
When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy.
Welcome.
Philip John Suson is
Philip.
such a specimen. He was so naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a
Oh,
walk in the
basketball
park for him.
siya.
He grew up in the church under the care of
Hey,
his
never
grandparents.
wrong.
He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school.
Oh,
Nobody
cartoonist.
taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just listening to the music, so he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist. But he
Oh.
later fixed it as he learned more. He
What?
didn't even know that he could dance until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intrams.
Cute.
After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly.
What
Because
the...
of his raw talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called Amigo 7. Apparently, his group gave Josh's group so much trouble during their early competitions because they were very good rivals.
History.
So he decided to recruit him. But Philip was hungry.
May natin dun sa ano na yun. Visual na yun. Are you open-minded? So, wow. Surprise din yung background ni Ken. No high school din ako, nagtry akong matuto mag-dance and mag-start ng dance crew. Pero, ayun, kulang kami sa practice so hindi naging successful. Pero, the story naman of Ken, talagang pag gusto niya isang bagay, no, kaya niyang matutunan. So, very impressive. Tapos, ayan, buti open-minded din siya.
But Philip was hundreds of islands away
Oh.
and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing
one,
else to
Josh.
lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside. He
Nice
then
one,
trained with
Josh.
the boys and officially debuted with them as Ken, the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group.
Solid.
One thing to note is that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group in Korea.
Oh.
Justin failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother to audition again because he thought he wasn't ready.
Destiny.
And Josh wouldn't have attempted to recruit Ken if Show BT's training program didn't even exist. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect. When a small and seemingly insignificant
Good
occurrence
job din kay Casual Chuck sa storytelling na yun. Grabe, medyo nagka-goosebumps ako sa butterfly effect. And Destiny na kahit itong moment na to, pinapanood nyo ako nagre-react sa SB19. Part yun ng butterfly effect. Ayan.
back in 2002
Tatang
led to
Robin.
forming the future P-pop kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63.
Oh,
So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 is 19.
interesting.
SB doesn't only mean show BT. It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music industry, which is fearlessly represented by
Kaya pala yung show nila, Sound Show Break. Joke lang. Nalito na ako, wait. What? SB Show Break. Ayoko. Basta connected dun. So, but this one,
this praise. Sound break.
Sound Break. Okay. Sound Break 19. Pero bakit 18? Kasi kasunod na 19. Yan ba? Ayun. So, kudos kay Casual Chuck. Pero, more kudos kay Tatang Robin. And of course, ating members for completing yung extraordinary group na SB19. Very eye-opening tong docu-series na to. So, we'll probably continue dun sa next episodes kung okay siya sa inyo. So, as I mentioned a while ago, featuring the top comment. So, yung mga nagiging top comment is madadagdag sa mga list na i-reactan natin. Tapos, would also like to feature our top subscriber. So, ito namang top subscriber, magkakaroon ng priority yung next suggestion niya. So, just check description kung paano maging top subscriber. Ayan. And see you again in our future videos. Kita-kits!